Hey everybody, this is Eric with AKSubOverLand, and we're going to be going over the setup for the forced air heater on the gray Tacoma. So the gray Tacoma is a bit of a unique tent. Normally I like to set up the heater there, but the vent hose won't quite reach to the window. So what we're gonna do is we've got this all set up. This is adjustable. You unscrew this and this slides in and out. I've got it pretty well adjusted. So you stab it into there and this thing is nice and level. And then I'm throwing in an extra little floor mat there, and that protects the paint and the sticker from this the metal feet of the heater there. So you notice the heater is facing this direction, and that's because the hot exhaust right there is away from the tent. So you bring this open and you set it there, set this down, and you set your heater on top of it, and then you plug it in. There it is, you can see it's plugged in, and I'll either have a battery set up or I will have a Yeti set up. And the way I have it all set up is it's plugged into the inverter in the back of the truck. To the left of the steering wheel, you have a button to start the inverter, and so then whatever you have back here is charging while you're going down the road. So to fire it up, that's plugged in. You know you've got power here because you got the little light on. You get your little remote. There is controls on the face, but you got the little remote here, so let's hit turn on. And you hear it starting to click up. And so it's about a 4 or 5 minute warm-up cycle. And then once it's warmed up, there's a pulse rate, and that's what on the remote, there's a plus and a minus. And that's plus to make it hotter, which means the fuel pump pumps more often, so it gets hotter. The low is 1.4 and the high is 5.6. I've been tenting here in Alaska in the wintertime, and it was below zero, and I didn't even have it maxed. So once you get her starting to go, you've got this big hose, and what this does is this directs the heat from your diesel heater into the tent. So it just fits right on over there, nice and snug. And then as you blow it into the tent, you zip up the zippers, you crawl in there nice and cozy. And if you want to heat it up, you push plus. You want to cool it down or not so much, you hit minus. And if it's all the way down as slow as it'll go, then what I do, if I still want some heat in there, is I'll crack some windows on the other side, or I will turn it off if it's really that hot. So you see it starting to smoke a little bit. Let's see, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. There it is. And then you hear the pump going. So this thing at its lowest setting will run 2 to 3 nights on one tank. And on this side, you'll see this little window, and that is how full the tank is. It's a 1 gallon diesel tank. So like I said, 2 to 3 nights, depending on how much you're using it. If you just preheat the tent, go to bed, and in the morning you turn it on via the remote, all of it, then you'll make it last for a week to 10 days, 1 gallon. So that's pretty much the setup. I'm gonna let it fire up and run through its cycle, make sure everything works, ops check it, because it's still summertime. Sometimes some people, they're a little afraid of the Alaska cold, and so we set them up for success. If you have any other questions, just give me a shout. Once again, this is Eric with AKSubOverLand.